Welcome to the Carolina Panther post-game show. I'm the coach Dick Cox, joined by Dustin Phifer, and a long-time member of our broadcasting group, Coach Toney, with us though. Well, Dustin, the Carolina Panthers get the first win of 2011, and you show a little bit of character in this game.
Yeah, a sloppy day here in Carolina, rain all day long. And the PR guy even told us during one stretch of the game, 4 inches of rain in 35 minutes. Field was underwater, stadium was even starting to flood. And the Panthers come back late when the rain kind of settled down a little bit and get a 16-10 win, their first win of the season. It was not pretty ugly game, but the defense played big, and Cam Newton threw the touchdown and counted and got the win.
Now, Coach Toney, this is the first time we've had a chance to see the Panthers play here this year with a new coaching staff and a new quarterback. Tell us a little bit about what you think about Coach Ron Rivera and the poise of the rookie quarterback, Cam Newton.
In regard to Coach Rivera, I was very well pleased with what he had to say about it. One of the things that hit me being a team concept type individual, somebody's trying to say who may have gotten blamed for one of those misses you scored in the first half. And he said it's not you don't blame anybody for doing it. It's ours type of situation. When we win, we win. When we lose, we lose. That really hit home to me that he's not placing any blame. They're out there competing no matter what the conditions are. And in regards to Cam Newton, that's the first time I've been real close to be able to hear it. Interviewing on, I thought he did an outstanding job in preparing for that game, and he's learned quite a bit about what the NFL football is all about. He made some great plays today, and I don't care what type of quarterback you had on that field today. It was extremely difficult. If you could get that snap from center and get back in passing ways, I mean, you did a good job because that quarterback from Jacksonville performed about 3 or 4 times.
Yes, he did. Dustin, going into the week this week, the defense for the Carolina Panthers has been decimated by injuries. You lose John Beeson, your all-pro linebacker. You lose Thomas Davis. You lose a defensive lineman who was supposed to start Edwards beginning the year, though. Big concern, but I tell you what, with the exception of one busted coverage on the last play of the first half, those guys played solid on defense.
Yeah, and what people don't think about, we also lost Charles Godfrey from this game, so Jordan Puslet in. So when you think about that, all 3 defensive captains for the Panthers were out today. So you got all your captains on the sideline. You got these guys coming in, stepping up. Dan Connor getting a start. Omar Gaither sliding in. Thomas Williams, another backup linebacker, making a big play. And like you said, besides that one broken coverage at the end of the half to give up that touchdown, the Panthers defense really locked down. Other than that, only 3 points the rest of the game. Charles Johnson was playing great. I mean, he's living up to his contract. Another sack. Also plays the run well. Greg Hardy with another sack and forced the safety. So this defense really stepped up, and it's like everybody talked about in the locker room. Rivera told them, step up. Who's going to step up? Who's going to come together? You don't want these injuries, but it's the position you were put in, and they were able to step up and help this team get a win team.
Coach Toney, you've coached some games this year, in fact, with tough rain and all, but again, we get 4 inches of rain, in 35 minutes there. Changes really your play calling, everything with the game. Tell us a little bit about how tough it is to play in conditions like that.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, first of all, both teams, they had certain game type conditions which they feel like they need to do in certain situations. This is a game today where you just had to reach down in your back pocket. Like I said at halftime, this will be the battle of the trenches, and for the most part, that's what took place in the second half. And as the Panthers poured it out, I was thinking this: hey, what had you rather have? An ugly win or a pretty loss?
So
they
already this year.
Panthers need what to do. I got a little situation where I call it nimwit no matter what it takes. No matter what it took, the Panthers did for us today. Great job for the Panthers.
So as Coach Toney saying, the nimwit Panthers won today, though, on a good performance, though. Time to hit the road now. This team I have seen in the first 3 weeks has gotten better. I think the coaching staff's doing a great job of preparing these guys. They've gotten better each week. Defense has gotten better. Cam, a little pumped up first half with some errant throws, but settled down and managed the game, then put the big numbers up now. But they've got a big game on the road against the Bears next week.
They do, and like you talked about, Cam came out, he was throwing high, he was missing his receivers. So the one thing that impressed me was that he was able to rebound, and when it mattered in the fourth quarter, he was able to lead his offense down for the game-winning touchdown. So that showed huge steps for me for a rookie quarterback. You talk about going on the road. This is going to be tough going to the Bears next week. Then I believe you go to the Saints, or the Saints come here 1 or 2. So you got 2 tough games coming up. But going on the road to the Bears is going to be tough. They have one of the best defenses in the NFL. But like you said, this team's getting better. And one thing they've showed me is I think they can probably pretty much hang in any football game. And like today, if you give your chance a chance at the end to win the game, you never know, you might come out on top. And they did that today. If they can stay close next Sunday in Chicago, anything can happen. They might be able to squeak out a win.
Again, Coach Ron Rivera made the comment today, if we could just put ourselves in position to can win at the end. They did that for the
Stay
third
close.
straight week. They did it though. So again, tough game next week on the road. Then they'll be back home 2 weeks from today to take on the New Orleans Saints though. But they're playing competitive football, and look, they have already gotten half the wins that they had all last year now though. So that's a good sign right now with plenty of games to go. Reporting for Cox Sports Broadcasting and WORD Radio from Bank of America Stadium, I'm the coach, Dick Cox. He is Dustin Phifer. He is Toney. Have a good week, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks.